It's Candace, one mom with a plan, and we invite you along for our travel adventures from the plane to the destination. We are headed to Lower Antelope Canyon on a tour today. Can't wait to show it to you, so come along.
Wondering if thousands of miles away the sky's just as blue. It's as if I'm stuck in yesterday when I'm thinking of you. 'Cause when you have your morning coffee, I'm turning out the lights so I could dream. And when you smile through the screen, I wish you could be with me. So I lay my head to rest when the sun is rising. I'll start a brand new day when the moon is shining. I long to be with you in all the places you have been. So today I am time traveling. Da-dun-dun-dun. Oh, today I am time traveling.
Antelope Canyon, Horseshoe Bend, and then the dam were just 3 additional great stops that we could make on our way back towards Las Vegas. So that's kind of the layout of how our trip was, and that's how we ended up making the decision to go visit Antelope Canyon.
Yeah, up here's fine.
So we're on tours here. We've got a fantastic host guide today who is Malcolm, and he's hanging out with us and keeping us in compliance with the rules. But it's a little bit of a walk trek in, very level though, so it's easily accessible for anybody who wants to go on the tour. And we've got just a short walk to be able to get to the canyon, and then we'll hike through it.
When everything was in its full swing, we were bringing 100 people down every 15 minutes.
Wow, yeah.
This is only 35.
Watch where you're going.
And that's basically how popular the Antelope Canyon is. Oh yeah. On any given day in the summertime, we could see anywhere. It was not uncommon to see around about 3,000 people a day. And yeah.
But it's slowed down that much right now.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? Because of the light beams?
Because of the light beams.
Okay.
So on your travels out here, traveling along I-40, stopping at Walmart and all these places, you see Arizona state merchandise, things that, the state flag, you go to these places and, coffee cups and, a lot of the merchandise will have photos out of upper, and that's generally the light beams. And they just kind of plaster all of that on there. And so when people see that, they're like, I want to go here. And people are like, oh, that's upper Canyon. So that's kind of how it works.
How does this happen?
So it's ancient sand dunes. Sand dunes being blown on top of each other, building up layer upon layer. And so, you kind of get these thicker pieces that are exposed here. But if you look closer, you kind of see this fine granular structure that's actually, layers, thinner layers building up to give you those thicker ones. So it's just layer upon layer. It's kind of like the rings on a tree.
Right.
We'll come down here, guys. Now, stripe right here, this is actually called iron oxide, ferrous oxide. It's just a fancy word for rust. But that's actually the pigment that makes everything out here the color that it is. So everything that's orange, red, pink is mainly that color due to that mineral content right there.
Okay.
So if you guys are interested, go ahead and take a couple pictures right here.
I guess we'll understand a little bit more about why they made the decision to no longer allow us to film here in the canyon. According to the Navajo beliefs, this canyon is a spiritual site, and it's one that's it's a home to the wildlife spirits of their ancestors. And so you just want to be respectful when you're here, when you know that about the canyon. views in Lower Antelope Canyon change constantly, definitely as the sun is moving. So we wanted to opt for a tour time to give us the best chance for color in the canyon. We actually ended up booking our tour for 10:30 a.m. But I think that any time that the sun will be closer to being directly overhead would give you just really good light into the canyon. So think about that when you're booking your tour. This canyon is just magnificent. Formed over millions and millions of years ago, the canyon has been carved by water and wind. You can see how it's just beautifully shaped the sandstone here. It's just magnificent. So Antelope Canyon, we went on the Lower Antelope Canyon, and when we were trying to make the decision here, Lower Antelope Canyon, Upper Antelope Canyon, what do you want to see, I guess is my question as you're making that decision. We chose the Lower Antelope Canyon because of the fact that you just get the overall sun hitting those orange and kind of rusty colors inside the canyon, which are just absolutely beautiful. So we're here at Horseshoe Bend. We've got 1,000-foot drop into the canyon elevation. We're about 4,200 feet right now. Costs us about $10 to be able to get in and see this fantastic sight. So cool. So when you're standing at the top and you're getting in that corner of that railing right there to get that perfect picture of the Horseshoe Bend below, just know that that's 1,000-foot drop from the cliffs down to the river. But what an amazing sight. I've seen so many of my friends capture just beautiful photos here. We were able to get a photo of our family here and hope that you're able to capture that awesome picture too. Then after Horseshoe Bend, we headed to Glen Canyon Dam. Construction started on the dam in 1956 and it opened in 1966. This 710-foot high dam is just something really cool to see, located right there on the Colorado River. So we've got this repeating.